He's standing in. He won't say anything about the opera and ballet, I promise. Hey everyone, this is I'm Obsessed with Nikki,
And Brie.
and today we are talking about the Oscars, the 2026. What year is it?
It is 2026.
2026 Oscars. Yeah, which we just watched last night. It'll come out on Friday, so it'll be a couple days later. But yeah, as of this recording last night, we watched the Oscars.
We did. I know. I was so excited because I came from the opera,
Yeah, I
the
know.
opera, Timothée Chalamet.
You, I know, right? You were,
Take
you were
that.
very timely.
I was. Oh my God. It was like I forget who was accepting their award. I think it was like for the best short film or one of those, and they kind of made a whole big spiel about it, the ballet and the opera.
Lots of
So
shade thrown at Timothy Chalamet,
there was,
which, yeah, okay, tell me, just coming from the opera, this is a really hot button issue at the moment.
at the
So,
moment it is.
what are your thoughts on Timothy Chalamet and his ballet and opera comments?
Okay, because we did talk about it a little bit, you and I did, but like
Mhm.
it was just kind of, I feel like, I don't know, I was in a different mood, it was a different time. It was a lot for it to sink in. And then now also watching the Oscars and going to the opera. First off, it was really funny because the first thing the announcer, like right before the show started at the opera, the guy said, it's really important. Look at how many people are in these seats at this opera. Take that. He kind of like was basically coming for Timothy Chalamet there. They like mentioned him, so it was like really funny. He's like, whether if you're here because Timothy Chalamet said something and you're coming to support, that's great. Like, I don't know, I thought it was interesting. So maybe at the very least maybe people will appreciate those art forms a little more. But
100%. I think like it's really funny too that they mentioned it at the opera you went to this weekend. And, I forget what city it was, but they were doing Chalamet promo codes for the ballet. And
oh
I'm like,
wow.
even if I don't think Timothy Chalamet, what he said at that town hall, I don't think has malice, but I really think he's just been so much on the hype beast like
hmm
mode. I don't want to make too many excuses, but I also think that on the internet right now, he's kind of getting womaned. Like people are getting too much glee and like taking him down a peg when like a lot of people don't go to see the ballet and the opera. But I think
Yeah.
that's a fallacy because every time we go to the ballet once or twice a year, it is always packed.
Yeah, always. And this show, the opera, it was packed. It was very good, by the way. It was Aida.
Well, that's iconic. The
Yeah,
opera.
it was awesome. But anyway, I don't know. It was just really funny that they mentioned Timothy Chalamet. And then there's a part of me that I'm not gonna lie. I think I could see how some people are a little upset. Like I don't think we should take it too much to heart because I'm sure he just said it flippantly or whatever. But it got me riled up a little bit in the moment. It's funny because I was like unbothered, and then I go to the opera, and then I'm like, yeah. But I think it's just my love for the arts I'm just passionate.
Yeah, I think, you know what? Now that I've had more time to reflect too, I'm like, why am I feeling some type of way about this? And I think it's because I spent the majority of my life doing theater.
hmm
And I was doing professional theater at a time when it was also, like ballet or opera, like this thing being like, well, it's, 2018, 2019. Why are you doing theater? No one
Yeah.
goes to the theater anymore. And it's this idea of like, I spent my whole entire life, all these people that do theater, opera, ballet, they train their, entire life. And especially with ballet, that's a sport.
hmm
Essentially, it's so physical. I mean, opera too, to belt like the breath work. It's
Yeah.
like you sacrifice your whole life, you're so disciplined, you're so locked in, and opera and ballet, especially even theater, have been around for, hundreds of years. And at this point in time, that it's not making the most money, like, going into it.
Yeah.
So to just hear that from Timothy Chalamet, who is a producer now and has been in all these indie movies that really, he has real power to get
hmm
art made. So for him to make even just like a slight, I get why it rubs people the wrong way. But I
Yeah.
also don't think you should chase clout if you don't really care about these arts.
Right.
Like Doja Cat's comment bothers me more
Mm.
because I'm like, well, fuck off then. If you never watch the ballet or opera and you're just saying these things for clout to like hate on another artist, it's pretty lame.
Yeah, that is kind of lame. Yeah. She
But
needs to go
yeah,
to
I
the
don't know.
the opera or the ballet.
Totally. I don't know. But I don't think everyone should still be hating on him per se, except I really do think he needs to come out and do
Like make a
something.
statement like hey, look, I didn't mean like or like hey, I still appreciate like something to just soften the blow. I don't know what he would say. I mean, they had the bum drum.
That's
What did you think
true.
of that? Like with
I do think it's really interesting just talking about last night's ceremony.
Mm,
I really think that as far as male actors of our generation, there's three. There's three that are gonna be legends in due time, the greats. And it's one of them's Timothée Chalamet.
yep.
And that was before he went on the Marty Supreme press tour and talked about being great. He was already there, so he doesn't really need to be all manosphere about it. Jacob Elordi and Michael B. Jordan.
Oh yeah.
Michael
True.
B. Jordan, who just won his first Oscar.
That's awesome. I
Yeah.
didn't realize he had collaborated too with Ryan Coogler like that much.
I really respect that. Whereas like Timothée Chalamet reminds me a lot career wise of like a Leo DiCaprio, who,
Mm.
like wants to work with all the great directors and stuff, which is awesome. But then the idea of Michael B. Jordan since what Fruitvale Station, really with Ryan Coogler, just this whole time. It's beautiful to see Sinners and them win last night.
No, that was cool. I enjoyed Sinners.
I was gooped and gagged by Sinners. We just saw that the other night.
I know it was really awesome. I thought I wanted it to win more awards, honestly, but
Same.
I
I
mean,
I'm
still won
kicking myself.
four.
If we were rowdy seeing Sinners at home,
I know, I know. I would. I'm like, oh, we should have been to the like gone to the theater. We need to like start going to the movies when things come out just to
yeah,
go.
we can't wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, like, yeah, Sinners is meant to be a communal experience.
Definitely. I think One Battle After Another too. I feel like that one would have been really cool in theaters as well.
100%. No,
Yeah.
I loved One Battle as well. I think those two are my favorites of last year. One
Yeah.
Battle After Another and Sinners. So I'm really glad they kind of swept the night because that's who I was writing for.
You're like, woo woo.
Yeah, what were your favorite films last year?
See,
Specifically Oscar films.
Oscar films. Yeah, yeah. Marty Supreme was until he made that comment.
Really?
I'm not gonna, yeah, I turned on him. But I would say Begonia and Sinners
Right
for
on.
me. Yeah.
Begonia was very good.
I almost wanted because like we did, we had our little Oscar ballots. Like you hosted a little Oscar party and I love feeling involved, you know? It's so fun when you can like go along with the show being live and everything and cast your votes and it brings me back to a different time.
It is so fun. And like we have all of our movie night friends, like our movie night crew. We get together every Sunday and we've made it a thing where we all watch the Oscars now. It's been 3 years and like our friends now have all come to the point where they're like, we've actually seen some of these Best Picture nominees
I
now. We're
know.
going to
It is
discuss.
pretty cool to have like a group now that it's not just us.
Totally. Which is so funny though, because our friends are like obsessed with F1 and F1
Uh-huh.
was nominated for Best Picture. Vroom vroom.
I know, that's so crazy. Yeah, that's one I didn't end up seeing, but
I caught the tail end when I saw the Black Swan re-release this summer. It was okay. Javier Bardem was in it, so
word.
you know.
But he didn't get nominated.
No, but Benicio del Toro did, and
Oh
I
my
wish he
God.
won Best Supporting Actor.
He was so funny in One Battle After Another. Like I really enjoyed his character because he's like, well, he's so calm the whole time, but then he's also really funny. Like he says, like I don't know when he gets arrested by like when they like catch him drinking and driving or whatever, and he does a little dance. And...
Yeah. I feel like that's one of those performances where that's why they created Best Supporting Actor, where he
hmm
wasn't in it a lot, but every scene was just a joy.
Yeah. No, who won Best Supporting anyway? It was
Sean Penn.
Oh, it was Sean Penn, right?
We were
Oh.
like big Sean Penn haters in the
Yeah,
room
we
last
were
night.
like, ew.
What was your thoughts on Kieran Culkin throwing major shade at Sean
Oh
Penn?
my God, I loved it. I lived for it. It was hilarious. I love that he kept it going too. He's like, yeah, he's here, or he didn't want to be here. And then he like the side eye to the camera and the way he like puts the envelope, like he just like he goes out of his way instead of just like walking off the stage, you know. I don't
I'm
know. I
like,
just thought it was funny. He's like, and he's in his bath right now or something, probably. Like, did they say something like that? Like he's watching from his bathtub? I don't know. Maybe is that what he said? Like he's taking a bubble
I don't
bath?
remember exactly. I just remember how I feel, with the
Yeah.
Maya Angelou quote. It's not about what they say. It's not about what Kieran Culkin says. It's about how it makes you feel when he throws shade at
Yeah.
Sean Penn.
I was like, woo.
Yeah, I know. I was like snapping. I was like, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm like Dragon Boys.
Dragon. Yeah.
But yeah, we just really went in full
We
steam
did.
ahead, didn't we? Oh, Oscar facts. Can we start the show with some
Oh
Oscar facts?
yeah, that's right. Yeah, lay some Oscar facts down.
So Amy Madigan won for Weapons, and it is some unicorn stuff. So she's the first lone nominee to win Best Actress or Supporting Actress in 17 years, not since Penelope Cruz and Vicky Cristina Barcelona. And she's the first horror villain performance to win since Ruth Gordon and Rosemary's Baby.
Oh wow.
So the K-pop Demon Hunter speech was really moving last night.
It
One of
really
my
was.
one of my like most memorable parts. So it was a long season for everyone involved. Wait, this is not a fact. Never mind.
A fact that speech was
I
amazing.
should have read
It
that
was.
first. They were
It's
just
okay.
like loved that speech.
That's the internet for you.
100%. Okay, so One Battle After Another's winning casting was huge surprise because Francine Maisler heavily predicted to win for Sinners nearly all season. Um, that's also not a fact. What the heck? I'm sorry. I should have read these better.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
We got one. We got one good fact.
One fact. I really was surprised One Battle After Another won for casting because
Yeah.
Sinners did seem like the front runner.
I agree. I voted for Sinners on our ballot for casting because, okay, I'm not gonna lie though, I felt like, at least from the ones that I'd seen, like Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, and Sinners, I feel like they all did have really good casting and sometimes
Mhm.
surprising casting. You know what I mean? Like for example, Marty Supreme, like Fran Drescher's in there randomly. That's
Oh
awesome
my God,
though.
Sandra Bernhard and Fran Drescher to be like, what were they, sisters?
Yeah,
Friends?
I think. Well,
Tyler the Creator?
yeah, it was interesting casting, and then like for One Battle, Teyona Taylor, which I feel like that was awesome. Joan the
Teyana
Pussy.
Taylor, even though she didn't win, won my heart. And I love Perfidia Beverly Hills. I think that performance is so good and so iconic. Like this Halloween, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw the pregnant belly with like the camo pants and like a machine gun, you
Machine
know?
Gun. Yeah.
It's
No,
just like iconic.
I agree. I wish if we can talk about One Battle for a quick sec.
Please.
I feel like I wanted more of Perfidia. Like I was a little sad that her story ended so quickly. And like I love Leonardo DiCaprio, but I wanted to see her like I just felt like she was such a strong character and it was so interesting to see her kind of manipulate these men and like I wanted to see her more involved in like I wanted to see where she was going. It's like she just disappeared and then which I get the story is about like the
Yeah.
father and daughter. I know that now, but I was like so like amped up like when she left that note that was like my pussy don't pop for you no more or whatever she says. I'm like, yes.
Same. I know, like I felt that absence, like
Yeah,
when she left the film. Hannah Taylor is like such a presence on screen.
definitely.
Also, casting Chase Infinity was, I thought,
Oh
a really great
yeah.
choice because this is like her first. I don't know if it's actually her debut, but this is the first time I've seen her. A lot of people have seen her.
Same. And then we saw like a commercial for something, like some type of, I don't know if it was a movie or a series that's out, but she's cast in something else. So,
It was like a Handmaid's Tale kind of
oh yeah,
from the producers or something.
that's right. It was.
Yeah,
But yeah, I feel like she's gonna be booked and busy.
100%. Also, like best dressed last night or one of them.
I loved her dress.
Same. She was just like radiant. This was like her like a Star is Born moment. I was like, oh my God, we're gonna see her everywhere. I hope so.
I hope so. I know it's cool to see like, yeah, a star being born in front of
Yeah.
our eyes.
What were your thoughts on Mikey Madison straight up stealing my whole entire look from my wedding,
Oh,
but in
did
my
she?
dress?
I thought it
She
looked
had the
familiar. She
side
had the hair. Yeah,
and
yeah.
this dress.
I thought like that looked familiar, but I couldn't put my finger on it. I was like, huh, I've seen this. Yeah.
What were your
She looks
thoughts
great though.
on? She did. She always looks great.
She does. I love
Yeah.
that she was there, honestly.
I love when they bring out like the winners from last year. I loved one of my favorite bits was Adrian Brody's like long
Oh, yeah, that was pretty funny.
yeah. The
I liked
last
all
night
the
I was
bits.
actually what?
I liked all the bits. Like I thought it
Oh,
was
that's good.
actually really funny. Like all like Conan's hosting was really funny and all the other bits that they did. Like I feel like last year I don't remember it being funny.
I don't either. I thought right out of the gate with Conan doing the Gladys from Weapons bit, it's like all the bits landed really well. They're really funny.
Yeah.
But you know, Adrian Brody likes a bit. Our go-to
Oh my
Adrian
God.
Brody
But
SNL.
the timing of his bit though, was it like such bad timing? Because like the act right before, or who, not the act, but whoever was, whoever won, I forget what category it was, but they didn't get to like speak. Like one of the people, part of the group didn't get to speak. Like he went up to the mic and it happened like twice, like to different people where they would go to the mic, like they'd be part of like a team and like one person's the main speaker and then they're like, "Oh, does anyone else want to say something?" And then the second person would hop on to say like thank you to, whoever. And then they cut like turn the lights off on him, they cut the mic. So it was really funny. Like 'cause I feel like that bit was probably already planned,
I
right?
know, I
So
know. It would have been already planned, so there was no way, but you know. Oh, you know what is interesting? So I don't know if you've been hearing this. I know like a lot of people in real life were like, oh, Timothée Chalamet didn't win Best Actor because of
this is
his
what he
ballet and
said.
opera comments. But voting had already ended.
Oh, okay.
So like I that didn't even have anything to do with it. But I think that's really funny. That's not a fact, but I mean it is a fact.
No, it is
But
funny. I mean, I kind of felt that way a little, but then I'm like, well, probably not. And he is still here. Like, I think also them making fun of him a bit is like their way of being like, we still love you, you
yeah.
know? But just,
Or I think like you kind of have to handle the smoke if you're gonna say something like that and like not because I was doing my research because I felt really bad for hating on Timmy when we talked about this the last time, like
mm,
so much. Like I was like I'm being really hard on him. But apparently he's kind of had these thoughts for a while.
mm.
So you would think by now he talked to enough people and talked to himself enough to like have like a better grapple. Not that it has to be like PR, like media trained speak, but you would think he would have processed this thought since this is like something he thinks about quite often.
Yeah,
You know, it just seemed really flippant. And I think what bothers me a lot about it is that Timothée Chalamet is so great, so he doesn't really need to say anything like that. Like, just be very like, yeah, I
yeah.
don't want my like celebrities or my actors to be perfect and like tied up nicely with a bow, but I also am like, well, you kind of have to respect where you come from,
Right.
like
Yeah. He's a
realizing
person of
that
the arts. Like, yeah.
yeah, and like realizing that movies are in a really similar spot. They could,
Yeah.
you know,
Oh my
and I
gosh.
think
And that was like a joke too throughout the night about like Conan would touch on that too, about the state of film and
yeah, it's like now's not the time, bro. But I
yeah.
do love it. It's like, there's the Timothy Chalamet who's kind of been, yeah, just hype beast mode. And then you have Michael B. Jordan, who's equally as great of an actor and who's kind of just kept going and like doing really good work that he believes in. Just like Timothy Chalamet just hasn't been, maybe because he's a black man, he feels, but that like sense of entitlement isn't really
Yeah.
there.
He doesn't
So I
have that
think that was,
same
yeah.
yeah.
So I think that was an interesting like juxtaposition of like, oh, they are giving the award to someone deserving, but also someone a little more
Humble.
mature. Yeah, humble. I'm like, all of
Oh.
these facts were not really facts.
Oh yeah,
Um,
did you find any more?
yeah, okay. Not counting posthumous wins, Sean Penn is only the third acting winner in 40 years to just no show their Oscar win.
Wow.
Paul Newman in 1987 wasn't there when he won for The Color of Money. And then in 2021, Anthony Hopkins wasn't there when he won.
Oh, what about the tie? Because that's happened a couple times, right?
Oh, it's the first tie in over a decade.
That's so crazy. I didn't know they did ties.
I didn't either.
Like I just assumed it could only be one.
They were gonna have to battle it out, one battle after another. It was really just those short films.
Yeah.
Where were we? Any highlights from the ceremony?
Yes. And I'm glad you have. I think, well, one of the highlights, well, I liked Will Arnett's anti-AI speech. It was kind of short, but I kind of liked what he had to say. I was like, yes, that's awesome to hear. Brittany Howard being on stage for the performance from Sinners, like when they did I Lied to You.
Oh my God, that performance of I Lied to You with like Brittany Howard from the Alabama Shakes, Shabuzi was even up there, but they recreated that scene from the movie so well.
It was so cool. And Misty Copeland was the ballet dancer, which
Oh
was
my
really
God, I
cool.
know. And she just had hip surgery apparently. So
Oh,
like this is her first
well, dang.
comeback, if you will.
That's awesome.
But that's why that's so wild, but like perfect because she helped, promote Marty Supreme.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking about that too, because I'm like, anyway, Timothée
Yeah,
Chalamet. He's just like, oh, but he took it with grace, I guess.
I guess so. I mean, what can you do?
Yeah, what can you do? Well, we thought they had left at one point. Remember? Like, it looked like they had
I
left.
I think like my mind being like, oh, let's just not be really hard on Timothée Chalamet because he is great. And like guys that have a complex turn into monsters.
Mm.
Like my man better not get a weird complex and like be on Joe Rogan in like 6 months.
Oh,
Do you know what
wow.
I mean?
Yeah.
So I think we should be a little kinder to him. Everyone makes mistakes. Rewrite your wrongs, Timmy. He looks like a ballet
Yeah,
dancer.
learn some ballet.
His biopic about Nikolai.
Yeah. Or he could be a figure skater.
Yeah. Oh my God. He could a Johnny Weir
He
biopic.
could be Johnny Weir. I mean, doesn't he have that kind of he looks like he could be cast? Like I could just picture him in a figure skating outfit because I mean, it's similar to ballet in some ways.
Bring back Twink Timmy. Like 2018 Timmy. I don't know if it was for the Oscars or whatever, but he had this outfit on that gave Johnny Weir. Do you know which one I'm
Mhm.
talking about? The black with like the like vest sequins situation, like body armor situation.
Yeah. I think he would be perfect.
I agree. What
Just-
was the point? What were you? Oh, just
Oh,
Misty
oh,
Copeland
highlights.
being great.
Yeah. I feel like there are just so many highlights, to be honest.
The bridesmaids reunion.
The bridesmaids reunion was definitely a highlight for me. It's so funny because it's kind of random, but I guess because Rose Byrne
Well, it's been
is that why?
15 years.
Oh, okay. I love to see it anyways. It's like
I
my
love
dream. Anytime like any of the SNL ladies or, get up there, anyone from
it.
Bridesmaids.
Well, I think Bridesmaids for me is so special because that's like one of my comfort movies. Like I love that movie so much. I love that cast so much.
Doesn't seem like it's been that long either.
I know. I remember going to see Bridesmaids in the theater and like not almost not being able to be let in.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they were like, you can't see a rated R movie.
Oh my God. Is that movie really rated R? I mean, I
Yeah.
feel that's so funny.
But yeah, I know I loved that reunion. And I loved Kristen Wiig's outfit
Same.
because it really reminded me of like it was like Annie, but 15 years later in a way. It was just really reminiscent of that.
It was. They all looked fabulous. Melissa McCarthy looked amazing. Like
Hmm.
how she did her hair, like in the whatever, like slicked back, like
Like
I don't know.
helmet head situation.
Yeah, but like glam. I don't know.
She was giving a Timothée Chalamet in that outfit I was thinking about a little bit. Also Johnny Weir. She was giving
Also
a little
Johnny
Johnny
Weir, a
Weir.
little Johnny Weir vibe.
Can you tell I've just gotten into figure skating and just found out really who Johnny Weir was?
Just keep name
Also
dropping them.
15 years too late.
Oh, I really liked Anne Hathaway and Anna Wintour. That
I'm
was a funny bit.
so That was so great. Anne Hathaway looks amazing.
She does.
I am so excited for The Devil Wears Prada 2. I don't think it's going to be good, but I'm excited.
I'm still excited. Yeah. I mean, after seeing the other trailer, honestly, they should have just released that trailer from the get-go. Like, teaser trailers are kind of annoying. You know what I mean? Like, just give me the trailer.
I
You don't have to
know.
tease me. Like, what is this? What is this silly game we're playing?
Or just tease me or give me a trailer. We don't have to have both.
Yeah, it's just a lot of, I don't know.
Also, we're going to go. You know, you've got us.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Yeah. Did you see the AMC popcorn buckets for The Devil Wears Prada 2?
No. Is it a giant shoe?
It's a handbag, a red handbag.
Ooh. Are we gonna try to
And
get it?
yes, we must.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I don't think I'm trying to think if I own like a special popcorn bucket other than just like a regular old like like nothing shaped like anything. Like it might have like the movie on it, but I don't think any like funky ones.
I feel like every time I've never been interested in them. Like
Mm.
at the AMC, they'll have them, but I've never been like, I must get one until now. And the Duna Sea, but I was too late. I was a
Oh,
couple weeks too late.
that would have been so iconic, Nick.
Once I got it in my mind, I was like, oh, it would be cool to have the Duna Sea. It was like, it came and went.
You probably
So
get it on the internet, like on
for
eBay or
way too
something for
much. But
like
I want
crazy
to be
amount.
in the moment. That's why we got to get these popcorn buckets opening night.
Hell yeah. Okay.
We got to fight some bitches in the line to see the Devil Wears Prada too.
Right. It's like
Yeah.
holding on to the last popcorn bucket.
100%. Oh, what did you think of the in memoriam segment?
It was lovely. I kind of like I forgot that Diane Keaton had passed. Like I totally forgot that. Um, and so I had to reprocess that,
I
you know,
know.
and
A
that was
lot of
tough.
us were like, oh my God, they died. I don't know. So many greats died in 2025 and like early 2026. It's like we kind of had like amnesia collectively.
Yeah. Yeah. It was sweet though, like the speeches and then Barbra Streisand, like her speech and
Memory, like the corners of my mind.
Mhm. Misty watercolor memories.
Of the way
We
we were.
were.
I know, Babs.
It
The
did. It got
fact,
me.
though, that we got to hear her just sing was beautiful.
It was. I was really hoping she would. As soon as she came out, I'm like, oh, is she gonna sing? Is she gonna do a tribute song? And but I didn't realize it was like an actor that she had worked with, and
Well, Hubble, the way we were,
I've
Robert Redford.
I've never seen The Way We Were.
You would love the way we were.
I
That's
don't
a
know.
Brie movie.
I know I would.
Oh, you got to see it, Brie. We got to watch the way we were.
Okay,
Yeah.
bet. I
But
want to watch all the Babs classics, A Star is Born, Yentl.
yeah, Yentl.
I don't
Um,
know.
yeah, no, we should go like full Babs. I haven't seen a lot. I've seen Funny Girl,
Mm.
obviously, and I've seen The Way We Were and Meet the Fockers.
Oh
Much
yeah, another classic.
the
Yeah.
movie that I stand the hardest, but I know I love Babs, and she's so many like of the greats of our generation. Like they wouldn't Lady Gaga wouldn't be a thing if not for Barbara Streisand. I mean a lot of other people too, but I just think of Gaga because that's my touchstone.
I know.
Fran Fine, you
Fran
know.
Fine. I know. That's why same. I'm like, yeah, I've learned everything about Babs through Fran. My love for her has been like
Yeah.
it's like I caught it from watching the play.
Honestly, I think you would really love Barbara Streisand's work. I think you would relate to it in like a very interesting way because
Hmm.
she's a different type of ingenue, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I would love to see something with, young Barbara Streisand. Everything I've seen her, like anytime she's made an appearance on it, because I feel like she's made appearances on shows and things and her presence, like I've always enjoyed seeing her and her personality and hearing her talk and you know what I mean? Like off screen too, like just hearing what she has to say.
I love it. So we talked about our highlights. Let's get into best dressed.
Yeah.
Okay, what were your best dressed?
Rose Byrne was one of my best dressed. I
Mhm.
really loved her dress. Um, it's like an all
Yeah.
black number. with
She
some
was in
floral.
J.W. Anderson's Dior.
Yeah. I don't know, she just looks so classy up there and so chic.
She looked gorgeous. Her and Anne Hathaway looked really gorgeous. They had very like similar like black floral motif dresses. It looked really beautiful.
Yeah. No, they both look gorgeous. Is Anne Hathaway one of yours?
Anne Hathaway is one of mine, as well as Rose Byrne. I also really loved Chase Infinity and Custom Louis Vuitton. It's like a beautiful like pastel moment. Oh, I loved Jessie Buckley in Chanel.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, she
Best
was,
actress, right?
yep, best
Yep.
actress for Hamnet, which I loved that she, won for, Hamnet is she like is the mom and is dealing with like grief and like motherhood, and it was on UK Mother's Day, which is very like serendipitous to have that moment as the
It
win.
is. It's so
And like
sweet.
even it was. And like even though she was the front runner like all season, it just I knew she was going to win the moment I saw her like Grace Kelly
Mm.
type dress on the red carpet. I was like, that's I'm gonna win a first Oscar dress.
That's
Yeah.
crazy that you could like tell that by an outfit.
A
I
hundred
love
percent.
this.
Well,
I love this logic.
no, no, totally. Like even last year when I saw Mikey Madison on the red carpet with like the black and pink, I believe it was Dior. I was like, yeah, that's best actor. Or Anne Hathaway when she went for Les Mis in that Audrey Hepburn-esque pointy boob dress. Like even though we all hated that dress and I wasn't like the biggest fan, the moment I saw it, I was like, yeah, she's winning the Oscar tonight. She has on that dress.
Yeah.
Or like same with like Timothée Chalamet with what he was wearing last night, he wasn't going to win Best Actor
No.
just by his getup.
But Michael B. Jordan.
I mean, he was in a I'm winning Best Actor type of suit and tie situation, 100%. Oh, Amy
Yeah.
Madigan.
Yes, I was just about to say her jacket.
Yeah, no, I loved her like tinted frames, subtly matching like the colors of the like sequinedy whatever it was in her jacket.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm like, what was that? Like it looks like it's supposed to be feathers, but it's like not feathers.
I loved all of the texture on the red carpet this year. Teyona
Yes.
Taylor, gorgeous. Like, was that feathers? Was that tassel?
Right. No, she looked gorgeous. I loved that. Like, and all the like Demi Moore and I think Nicole Kidman, they both had like feathers too in their dresses. Like it was interesting. There was a lot of texture. Or like best supporting actress, Wunmi Mosaku.
She looked gorgeous in that emerald green, shimmery number. Like the whole night, every time the camera panned to her, she just stood out in like the best way. It was stunning.
No, she was.
Nicole Kidman, I do have as my like one of my best dressed in Chanel Couture. Like I just loved it. It reminded me of a little bit of like one of the costumes that Satine wears in Moulin Rouge.
Oh yeah. Oh, and then they did that like nod to Moulin Rouge too.
Yeah. Yeah, they came out, which I love. Like, it's really funny that, because we saw the Oscars last night with our group of friends.
Hmm.
And the room was divided on this, but I love it. I loved like throughout the night, like I love all the reunions, but I especially
Same.
love when like they Super Bowl-ified the Oscars this year a little bit.
Yes.
So like there was one instance where Pedro Pascal sans mustache, which was a little disconcerting, but
I kind of like that. We looked Sans mustache.
he looks too much like my husband Ben. Now it weirds me out.
Now they're identical
Now
twins.
they're identical and I'm a little uncomfortable. But it was him and Sigourney Weaver. And I don't know a Star War, you
Right.
know, but they came out to present an award and then they cut to the new Mandalorian movie coming out. And like I'm all for it. I
I
like
know.
love
I
this.
loved that. It was funny though, because yeah, our friend group was they were like, I don't know, I don't like this. I don't like that,
You were
it's telling
brave
me what to watch.
enough.
But I was, well,
Yeah.
because I'm like, well, I disagree because I really felt like it was so much fun. It's like for the fun of it all. Like, yes, you could say they're doing it to try to get, but like, I mean, so what? They're trying to get you to see the movies. Like, I mean, that's the whole point. Like,
That's
and
the
the
point.
whole point of the Oscars, and I think if you watch the Oscars, you're obviously a movie lover, or maybe you just
Mhm.
like to see awards being given out. I don't know. But you most likely have seen some of the films or care about cinema enough, to get excited about it. And so I think yeah, like promoting a film during the Oscars, like that's really smart. And even though I may not go see that film personally, I think it's still really fun and it's cool to interweave the actors and the movies.
Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah, it's just Sigourney weave it all together because it's like a whole universe there. Like I think it's kind of cool that they appreciate it all. Like I even liked the very beginning, the intro to the Oscars where it's like Conan and he's dressed up like Gladys from Weapons and but he runs through like all of the I think it's all the best pictures that were
Mhm.
nominated, I'm pretty sure. And that's just so fun, like tying it all together and just
So
all those elements were just I don't
I
know.
think really it's like this is what it's all about, baby. It's like, you know, as a fan, I love the performance. I
Yeah.
love that like the Oscars, similar to like the Tonys or whatever. This is a show. Like all the eyeballs are on it. Have a good show.
Have a good
I'm all for
show.
it.
Yeah.
And they did it with like Anna Wintour and Anne Hathaway coming out.
Yes, I
The
loved
Devil Wears
that.
Prada 2 and Robert Pattinson showing up with Zendaya for
Hmm.
A24's The Drama. Those are movies. While I won't see The Mandalorian, I will see the drama and I will see The Devil Wears Prada 2. And it just reminded me. It was like a gentle reminder. It's not like ham-fisted or anything. It's not like crazy.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know, it's perfect.
Also, you know what I really loved?
Hmm.
I loved the political speeches.
Yeah. I feel like I don't mind them. I kind of like when people use their platforms, so.
And I feel like this year it's like very important. Where I was like Jimmy Kimmel talking about it, I like get it, but I'm also like you're like Jimmy Kimmel. But like the documentary that one, Mr. Nobody Against Putin was really
Hmm.
special. I even love the man that shaded Timothée Chalamet to his face about ballet and
Yes. I
opera.
wrote that down. Like,
But I mean, these are people that are, especially the person in the documentary, but they're living and breathing in it. And like, if you have your platform, of course, say something, especially like in the situation that we're in right now in our country, where we can't really take free speech for granted. So I
yeah,
don't know. I don't think it's like eye rolly at all. Like I kind of am like, yeah.
same.
That was another thing last night where people were a little divided. But did you
Uh,
see Priyanka Chopra when she presented that award with Javier Bardem and he wore his, oh my
yeah,
God,
he
I
had
forget the
Free
pin, but
Palestine, was it, or something else?
no,
I know he said Free Palestine.
it was like gorilla something, but he said free Palestine. But the pin, I think it's like something to do with the Iraq war, or at least like when he went to the Oscars in 2003, he also wore this patch to protest the Iraq war back
Mm.
back in the
Oh,
day.
wow.
But I
So
loved
cool.
him because Javier Bardem, I mean, sexy man,
Hmm.
great presence on screen too. But
First off,
first off, love him. But second off, he's just, I love an actor that feels free enough to speak their mind.
agreed.
Um, but did you see Priyanka Chopra kind of give the President Bush doesn't care about black people Mike Myers eyes? She seems like hella uncomfortable.
I was gonna say she did look a little bit like, yeah, she didn't know what to say, but he was in, but yeah, I could appreciate that he spoke so freely.
He
I
didn't
think it's
care that
badass.
Mrs. Jonas was there. He was unbothered.
He was unbothered.
Any other? Oh, my best dressed of the night, Emma Stone in Louis Vuitton.
Oh yeah. Oh, she was gorgeous. She looked so sleek in that
She was
fit.
giving hair, body, and face.
Hmm.
No, I loved the silver number with like the little cap sleeves. She just gorgeous.
Definitely. Something we need
Yeah,
to talk about is K-pop Demon Hunters.
we really do because I have not seen K-pop Demon Hunters, but now I'm like fully riding for them. Like Golden is a bop, legitimately.
Hmm.
Like it is one of the songs of the past year.
I love that it's getting its flowers.
100%. And I've never, like the whole night it was basically, K-pop Demon Hunter night
Yeah.
a certain part of the
I
night.
know. I love that they gave out the little like glow stick thingies that and got the whole crowd into it. Like it was a real concert, you know?
Definitely. And I loved I don't know the singer's name, but the K-pop Demon Hunters singer who, had a really, really great speech about growing up and like loving K-pop and, never feeling like she fit in. And I was just like, oh,
I know. No, it did make me kind of
like
ugly
I
cry a
loved
little.
some of the historic wins. Like, this what's her name? Hold on. For cinematography. Oh, Autumn Durald Kerkapah, the lady from Sinners. She
Mm.
won best cinematography and she's the first woman to ever win.
What? For cinematography? You know, I
Yeah,
was
and
thinking about that.
that's why she was like, ladies, stand up. Like this is
I feel so dumb. I really did, and I remember this now. I really loved her speech, and I loved that she said that, and I thought she was just being really like inclusive and just like female power, which I was like, oh, that's interesting, but like that's cool. Now it makes so much more sense knowing that
yeah,
because I did not put that together. Because yeah, she did. She told all the women to stand up because she's like, that's why I'm here or something, right? Like, oh, but
yeah.
so I wonder if there have to be some female cinematographers that were nominated. Although I don't remember seeing many, just in general, I don't on the ballot or, just like in general, like I don't remember, like I can't even name. I mean, like I don't, yeah.
I mean,
That is
it's
so
really,
interesting.
but no, I love that. It never to me is like hokey because I do like realize how, even, directing wise, there's not a lot of females that have won or even really been nominated. And this like past year in 2025, there's been so many really cool, female directors and I love that the cinematographer is getting her flowers because, just to get in.
Same.
It's like the Gina Davis Institute is like a thing for a reason. It's like, a little harder. Like the barrier to entry is harder. And
Mm.
I think like the way women see the world, it can only add to like the power of filmmaking. Not to
Yeah.
sound, cheesy, but
No, I know. I mean, even the costume designer. I something about Sinners that really did stand out to me, other than just like love the story and the performances, was the cinematography and the costumes. I know costumes didn't win, but it was in some ways I mean I do feel like the costumes were pretty complex, but like for like the brothers that Michael B. Jordan plays, like the hat, just those distinct hats alone, I was like, I loved
I,
that
I mean,
touch, you know?
honestly,
And that
when
was a
I saw
woman's touch.
no, 100%. Ruthie Carter is amazing. She has won, I believe, for Black Panther, and like rightfully so. But yeah, no, she's amazing. And Sinners is like one of those films that, not that the costumes don't have to be good, but like we see like 1930s period kind of get-ups a lot.
Yeah.
But for me to watch the film, and I like wrote down, I'm like, the costumes are like amazing.
Yeah.
So just
Well,
that
because
attention to detail.
I thought like because costumes was it Frankenstein that won costumes? I'm trying to find it.
Yes.
Okay. Which I did think Frankenstein had a lot of great costumes, including Frankenstein's like crazy cape look and Mia Goth's all of her costumes. However, I felt like some of the costumes to me looked a little cheap at some points in Frankenstein. No offense, but like some of like the flashback-y kind of scenes, you know what I mean? Like or like I'm like, oh, that's nods to this era, but it's like I'm like, oh, I know that material just doesn't look as like crisp. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't know, like it wasn't like Marie Antoinette on some level. You know what I mean? Like I did like it, but
Same.
I don't know.
While I would have preferred Sinners when, I mean, out of all of the nominees, Frankenstein, I think that one look that Mia Goth wears with the feathers kind of framing her face
Yeah.
is like oddly because I did not like Frankenstein. I did like Jacob Elordi's performance, but I didn't enjoy Frankenstein. My favorite part of Frankenstein, besides his performance, was Mia Goth's outfits, particularly the feather face framing, like teal feather look. where I
Yes.
was like, oh, this is iconic and this is stunning. I'm like,
Same.
best, like Oscar for this.
Yeah, Oscar for that. I agree.
Yeah, but it kind of felt like that every time Frankenstein won a technical award. It was just like, I bet it's good for you, Frankenstein. It kind of gave that energy throughout the night.
Yeah.
I mean, rightfully so, though. Jacob Elordi spending 40 hours in the makeup chair. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
No, the makeup was really good. I get
Amazing.
it.
I did love Marty Supreme's acne, though. That was pretty genius.
Oh, they gave him acne for the film?
Mhm. Like his skin was so bad, and that's all makeup.
Oh, wow. I thought that was just his skin. That's
They're
so
like,
interesting. I don't know.
if Timothée
Okay.
Chalamet really committed in wet method, he should have had so much dairy. He developed adult acne.
Exactly. That's right. Yeah, no, I just thought he had adult acne and they could have kept it in for the character maybe. But it's interesting because guy like because in film a lot of times everyone's wearing some form of makeup, right? So
Yeah.
just don't really think about it.
Or
Even
even
think
Sinners, like vampire bites.
those look really cool. I did enjoy like the makeup for Sinners. It was cool. Like when they had a big chunk missing out of their neck or something.
It was
Like
so cool. I feel like Nicole Kidman. I'm just like, we come to this place for magic. I'm like, everything is great. I just love the movies.
I know, I love the movies.
I know. Well, is there anything else I want to talk about?
Mm.
Any movies that you're looking forward to in 2026?
Okay, yes. The Fokker-in-law. Is that what it is? Whatever the Fokkers,
Fokker-in-Law?
I think
Is
whatever that one
Babs
is.
returning for Fokker-in-Law? I know
I think
Ariana Grande.
so. Um, well, I have to look this up again. Oh, Scary Movie 6. I'm looking forward to Scary Movie 6. But yeah, Fokker-in-law is gonna have, let's see. Got Robert De Niro. Oh, hey, Beanie Feldstein's supposed to be in it.
Right on.
Owen Wilson. It doesn't say that Babs is in it. Aw.
Very, very sad.
Damn. Yeah.
Um, yeah, a scary movie, Fokker-in-Law. I'm looking forward to the drama, The Devil Wears Prada 2.
Yes. Yes. I keep forgetting
No,
about these big ones.
no. Well, to wrap it up then, yeah, there are some big movies coming out in 2026, and I don't want to make the mistake that I did this year, like where the movie theater window nowadays is so short.
Yeah, you just gotta
Like
go.
you have to go. Like I saw Begonia. Like this is a great example. In October, I saw Begonia opening night and I
Mm.
loved Begonia. I was obsessed. And then Die My Love came out like a week later and I was like I really want to see Die My Love, Lynn Ramsey, J Law, R Pats, my people.
Yeah.
I got to go see it. I missed opening night. It left the theater so quick, like within the week.
That's just not
Um,
right.
so, and like we watched with a group of people, we watched Sinners and one battle after another. And like for Sinners, we were hooting and hollering. But can you imagine that in a
If there are
theater
more
on opening
people.
night and
Yeah.
no one knows what it's about?
Yes. That's the surprise. And something I also realized is I think the less you know about a movie going in, the more fun you might have because then you don't have any preconceived notions. You're not, because like for Frankenstein, while I enjoyed it, like the first half of it was just kind of dragging because I thought it was mostly about Frankenstein himself and like the monster's perspective, but we don't get that but maybe if I like didn't know all that, maybe I would have enjoyed, maybe not though. Maybe I still would have the same critique, but like my point is all the other films that we watched that I had no like Begonia, like I knew very little, like maybe just the synopsis or something, but I didn't read any reviews, and I think I don't know, something about just experiencing it for yourself and
And
there's
communal. I think it's like
yeah.
it's not it's it's not lost. Like we need it. We need it now more than ever, I think. I also think it's like so cool that it's been almost a year since Sinners came out, but for it to receive all these Oscars and, people are even, the hype hasn't died down. And I think it's in a large part too, it's so original.
Mm.
It won Best Original Screenplay for a reason. Like it's such a it's such a unique film and like film made by someone that's so passionate about creating a world and film, and like everyone was. And I loved that Ryan Coogler, when he won, was like, everyone stand up in my cast, my crew. This is what it's like all about. And then I think it even trickles down. I mean, like people will say like it's not that deep, but I think it trickles down to us in our butts in the seats.
Mm-hmm.
Like if we are seeing something fresh for the first time and like our mind is blown, or like perspective, like it just I don't know if I'm articulating it right, but I think it can like change things. Like if you're in
Yeah.
a room watching like a movie like Sinners, and like at the end of it, like everyone's rooting, for them to take down the vampires, and like you feel like you've won the battle together in a weird
Yeah.
way. Or like even Wuthering Heights, we saw in a packed theater, all of us crying at the end.
Uh-huh.
Like it was a communal experience, and like you best believe I will be with my AMC red purse Devil Wears Prada 2 popcorn bucket right there to see it in the theater, because like good or bad, I want to have that experience.
Definitely. Yeah, no, we definitely have to go to Devil Wears Prada.
But then also see the A24s. Like I want to be like,
Yes.
I want to see the drama in theaters. I want Zendaya and Robert Pattinson to make movies like this that people see, in like adult movies. I
We
want to
got
see a PTA movie.
we got to get our butts in the seat.
100%. So anything else before we wrap up?
Anything else? I don't know. Everything
Any
you just
final
said, it
thoughts?
makes me feel a little emotional just thinking about it. Because
Do you want
yeah.
to sing us out? We'll just end this episode with
So
a
I'll start.
song. Start us off, Brie.
Memories
Like the
like the
corners of mind,
yeah.
misty watercolored memories
Memories
of the way
we
we
were.
were. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for listening.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.